This is homework for Monday, January 25th. You should have already completed the worksheet and you're just checking the video to see if you are correct. Number 1 asks you to find the equation of the line. We've gone over this in class on how to do that. So here's my line of best fit and I want to make the equation for it. So what I need to do is find some perfect points that go through my grid lines perfectly to use to make my slope triangle. So as I look at my line and where it goes through the grid lines, like I follow it down, this one's not good because I can still see a little corner of the box. This one's not good because I can see this corner. This one's decent, but I think I like this one better. It looks like it's going straight through these grid lines pretty perfectly. So I'm going to mark that one. Okay, and another one I like as I follow it down. This one is, I can tell it's a little above. So I'm going to use, I think I like this one. Looks like it's going through pretty perfectly at -8, -3. Okay, now once I have my 2 points that I like, I'm going to draw in my slope triangle. Over. Okay, now I put in my rise and my run. Here's my rise, and I need to notice that my y-axis is counting by ones. So I just simply count the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My rise is 8. Now my run, my x-axis is counting by 2s, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now you might end up with a different one because you might have picked different points. That is okay as long as your points were decent. Like I think that one's okay. You could use the y-intercept here, you could use this one, you could use that one. So you could have used different points than me, which means you might have a different answer. But as long as you did the next steps correct. So you took your 2 points and you wrote in a slope triangle. You labeled the rise and the run, counting the run correctly since the x is counting by 2s. And now I do rise divided by run. It's always rise divided by run. So 8 divided by 12. And I think I'm just going to keep my slope as 8 over 12 instead of turning it into 0.666666 because that's kind of annoying. So I'm going to keep it in simplest form and just keep 8 over 12 as my slope. Okay, now I want to find my y-intercept. Looking at the graph, my line is crossing the y-axis at about 2. And I'd almost want to say it's not quite at 2. It's almost a little above 2, maybe like 2.2. It's right here. So my equation is y equals 8 over 12x plus 2.2. Okay, so as long as for the y-intercept you said at least 2, maybe 2.1, 2.2, I would accept just 2 is fine, but somewhere around there. Definitely not if you went as far as 2.5, that's too far. So somewhere below 2.5. And so you should have an equation that looks similar or close to this one. Alright, equation from a table. First thing I do is put in carets. My y side is going up by 6s. My x is going up by 2s. Then I always do change in y, which is, here's my change in y, which is the same as the rise. Divide by my change in run, or sorry, my change in x, which is the run. So rise divided by run, 6 divided by 2, gives me 3. So this is my slope. Okay, now to find my y-intercept, I need to work backwards. So this means every time my x goes up by 2, the y is going up by 6. So if I have to go backwards 2 to get to 0, then on the y side I have to go backwards 6, and 10 minus 6 is 4. So my y-intercept is 4. So I can write my equation, y equals 3x plus 4. Okay, this one, there should be no varying answers. This is the only answer you could get. And your secret message is to tell me on your paper, what does nefarious mean? That's one of your vocab words. For those of you who have Miss Pack, just look up the word and write it on your paper. See you tomorrow.